Okay, we're reconvening the meeting of the Nevada Board of Wildlife Commissioners, and also the matter of the Nevada Department of Wildlife versus Ronaldo Martinez and his appeal of the charge in 503030. Commissioner McNinch, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I guess for purposes of proper deliberation and proper presentation of the findings of fact, I would like to just throw out the findings of fact as I see them, and then we can go from there with potential motion afterwards. Mr. Martinez shot a deer without a tag. I consider this a finding of fact. NDOW issued a citation to Mr. Martinez pursuant to NRS 503.030, unlawfully possessing big game animal. Mr. Martinez appeared in Elko District Court and pled guilty to the charge. NDOW properly noticed Mr. Martinez of the suspension of his license pursuant to NRS 501.1816. Mr. Martinez timely appealed to the Commission pursuant to NRS 501.181.3.h. The appeal request was processed pursuant to NRS 501.1816. The Commission took evidence from both NDOW and Mr. Martinez, and there is no evidence of procedural error in the processing of this case and appeal. Those are my findings of fact as I see them at this point.
Okay, any commissioners have any questions with regard to those findings, or would like to make any suggested changes to the findings that are set forth by Commissioner McNinch? Commissioner Raines.
Thank you. Just to kind of throw out something here, and as a finding of fact is also that as the Commission is limited by 501.1652B to only procedural errors in this case, so that is what I consider a finding of fact, and therefore that very distinctly limits any of the other factors in the case we might want to consider.
Okay, so throw it out there for me.
The NAC 501.165 very strictly limits what we can consider. 501.165.2b. Therefore, many of the other facts in the case cannot be considered by the Commission that might otherwise change his decision.
I'd say maybe just restate that last part that says to say which limits the action the Commission can take.
Okay. So those are the findings of fact. Now, do I need to present those in a motion, or have we got them properly identified?
Any other commissioners have any comments or suggestions for the findings of fact? Seeing none, then why don't we go ahead and make a motion?
Based on the aforementioned findings of fact, I would make a motion that we deny Mr. Martinez's appeal.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion accepting the findings of fact. Maybe at this point I'd ask to restate the findings of fact with the change that was suggested, so we have basically the findings of fact in one continuous statement.
Okay, fair enough. Findings of fact. Mr. Martinez shot a deer without a tag. NDOW issued a citation to Mr. Martinez pursuant to NRS 503.030, unlawfully possessing big game animal. Mr. Martinez appeared in Elko District Court and pled guilty to the charge. NDOW properly noticed Mr. Martinez of the suspension of his license pursuant to NRS 501.1816. Mr. Martinez timely appealed to the Commission pursuant to NRS 501.181.3.h. The appeal request was processed pursuant to NRS 501.1816. The commission took evidence from both Endow and Mr. Martinez, and there is no evidence of procedural error in the processing of this case and appeal. The NAC 501.165 limits the considerations of this board to procedural issues.
Okay. We have a motion. Did you have a statement?
Just a point of clarification, it was a justice court, not a district court.
Oh, okay.
Not that it probably matters in the end, but just so it's proper.
Well, this is finding of fact, so a justice court. Thank you.
Do I have a second to accept that amendment?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a motion. Do we need to do a motion to amend, or? Does the commission accept the amendment as stated? Okay. 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 So we have a motion and a second with regard to the findings of fact. All in favor, state aye. Aye. All opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes. Okay. I guess at this point we need to have a motion that basically indicates that the appeal has been denied.
Yeah, that was my motion was based on those findings of fact. So that's what we just voted on. I thought was.
What was the concluding statement?
My original motion was that based on the aforementioned findings of fact, that to deny Mr. Martinez's appeal, and then you, as chairman, requested that I go ahead and clarify those findings of fact to include the comments from Commissioner Rain, which we did. So I think we're clear.
Okay, I think we're good then. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Mr. Martinez, do you understand what has happened? Okay, and that the commission has denied your appeal. Anyway, we just want you to know that we were very limited in what we could do, and I believe that I hope you understand that the department has exercised a good amount of discretion in processing your case, and it could have been a lot worse, but the department recognizes that you're a good guy and that you made a mistake, but unfortunately this is all we can do, and so anyway, we wish you a speedy re-entry back into our sportsmen's what we do in hunting. We know you're going to be back, so anyway, but we're sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, can we move?